Welcome to the Own Your Own Shit Show, where we talk about how your mind and body affect your whole health. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Andrea.
And click the links below if you want to find out more about us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else to say there.
Same.
So this week, we've been doing this series on flus and the flu vaccine, and interestingly enough, how you actually can be sicker getting a vaccine. Go back and watch that video.
That's a good one.
Absolutely. Watch last week's video. And what the real flu is, how to prevent the real flu, some great supplemental suggestions that you should be implementing now.
Yeah.
So go back and watch those videos.
Yep.
But this one, we're just talking about, in general, as we've been talking about with the other videos, is that quite often it's the state of mind, creating the susceptibility to illnesses, and just maybe talking a little bit further into how that actually works. Because for those of you who've never really stopped to think about how your thoughts and emotions are affecting your whole health, right?
Exactly.
And your life, right? We thought we would kind of do that video today, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So where are we going with that?
I think we should talk about the resonance.
Okay.
You think?
Yeah, so being resonant with getting sick,
Mm-hmm.
because we are kind of talking about getting sick and being more susceptible, but how our mind plays into that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, just a quick heads up. Content here may not appeal to everyone.
Right, and we've talked about other stories about believing that, you get sick. Do you want to share your story?
So when I was a kid, I used to get sick all the time. Literally every Christmas and every New Year's, we'd have parties, and I'd be the kid upstairs, sleeping, and everyone would come up and see me, and I'd be like, But it's interesting because I associated Christmas and New Year's with being sick. So every time the year came around, I was going, please don't let me get sick. Please don't let me get sick. Please don't let me get sick. So basically the universe is putting me I'm putting myself on the resonance of let me get sick.
Yeah.
So it's hearing me say that, and I'm energetically lower because I'm talking about getting sick as opposed to saying something like, oh, I'm going to be so healthy this year. It's going to be the best year ever. No, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
So I put myself there.
Yeah, it's true. So for those of you who have never really stopped to really think about this, now's a good time to stop and actually think about this.
Yeah.
Is that what you think creates thought patterns, and any old beliefs that you have or any negativity that you have going on in your life, even the positive things that are going on in your life, are creating thoughts, and those thoughts reiterate in your being, and then they filter down into your emotional body and make you feel a certain way. So if you're thinking a negative thought, now you're feeling negative feelings, and then those negative feelings create physical symptoms that reflect all of that. You're all one big unit. They all work and play together.
Yeah,
right? It's like one big sandbox.
Play nice. Play nice with each other.
Right?
Yeah.
So starting to recognize how those thoughts, those old beliefs that you have, anything that you're thinking is affecting you and how it's making you feel emotionally, and then how that emotion is coming out in your physical body.
Yes.
Right?
And a lot of times what happens is your muscles get really tight, because if you're feeling not good enough or, feeling fear, you tend to kind of collapse on yourself. So the hips get tight and then the shoulders come in, which creates tightness, and it also creates imbalances in the vertebrae and the posture. So if the muscle's tight, it's going to pull on a vertebrae one way or the other, and then now the nerve signal cannot get through from that area to that organ, to that muscle, to the tissue, whatever it is. So trying to feel your best and most optimistic and not full of fear will help to keep you upright, as opposed to down and full of pain and my head's too heavy for my body and all of that.
Exactly.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and we have talked about that, because I was remembering about, I used to always sit, hunched over, like slouched, and I had a lot of self-worth issues, and I've really had to work on those, and feeling good about who I am and where I am, and not letting others influence me. And that's a big thing with flus, because this is kind of about influenza, is we know, if you've watched the last videos, that being fearful and feeling victimized and weak and susceptible, you know, is going to lead you to picking up influenza. So if you have that state of mind and you're struggling with it and have struggled with it, then you probably are more prone to influenza, right?
Yeah.
So some solutions we could do, to make this even a short video this week, we should just go over some solutions and ideas. And so one would be sitting up straight.
Yeah,
you know?
that's a good one.
Yeah, taking some big breaths.
Yeah.
Calming yourself, not allowing your thoughts to get carried away with what everybody else is doing and saying and going on. Again, not getting caught up in the ads, you know, the fear mongering of, oh my God, we're all going to die of the flu this year. You know, really learning to listen within and trust within. Know that you're okay. You know, and if you don't think you're okay, then start to practice saying, I am okay.
Yeah, I'm safe.
I am safe.
Yeah.
And so what I find even with my own clientele is that, you know, if you have these negative beliefs and you have these thoughts that are always reiterating and they're creating your life in an unhealthy way that's not serving you in any way, if you want to start changing those, the key is to be conscious of it.
Yes, to be aware.
Right? And then once you're aware of it, start changing your thought pattern. So recognizing that, God, I keep telling myself, I don't want to get sick. I don't want to get sick.
Yeah.
Okay, when you realize that, oh my God, I'm repeating this negative thing, then start saying, instead of the negative, consciously make yourself think something positive like,
That's right.
I am.
I'm so healthy.
Yeah,
I feel so good right now.
yeah, exactly. So starting to say a positive of whatever that negative is that you're constantly reiterating, and then going even further by creating the emotional state that is the state you want to be in. So instead of the whole go, no, you know what? The universe loves me. I'm healthy right now. I'm safe. You know, I'm taking care of me. I love myself. Like all these wonderful positive things. How does that make you feel? When you think those good things, if you're thinking, oh, I feel great.
And your body's going to respond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I feel good right now. Even if you kind of feel shitty right now.
I know.
Just say, you know what? Find something that you do feel good about.
Yeah.
And then bring that feeling in and hang on to it.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah, because then that starts to snowball.
Yeah.
Right?
And one thing, I'm going to put the challenge out there
Okay.
that you could try, that I just started trying, was getting outside more.
I like it.
Trying to be in nature, because there's a different feeling from being inside around electronics, like even just in stagnant air, versus going for a walk. Like all that circulation and, you know, deep breathing and just actual air that you're breathing instead of the inside air.
It's healthy orgone energy.
Yeah.
So getting that healthy, vibrant, so exactly, when you're in a room for long periods of time, that stale, stagnant energy, because there's no energy flow necessarily, you know, starts to get heavy and weigh on you. You know, get outside, get fresh air, take in the universal orgone energy and revitalize yourself. Even if it's cold out, like put a good, get a fun hat and a big scarf and some fun mitts and
and just know that there's a hot shower waiting for you.
Exactly.
Because that's what has helped me.
Oh, really?
To get outside. It's like, okay, I can just bundle up and then the hot shower is coming right after.
Exactly.
Because really, we're pretty spoiled to have hot running water. Like there's some countries that don't even have that. So
that's true.
I realized that I'm going to take advantage of that as much as possible and do some things that I wouldn't normally do. And then
it's true.
Have a shower.
Yeah, it's true. I know. It's like we have our new kitchen. We have in-floor heating. I know.
Nice.
And this time of year, when it's cold outside, it's warm, right? So as soon as you take your boots off and you walk onto the kitchen floor, it's like you can feel the heat. And there's one spot where all the pipes come out because it's water in the floor below. So there's one section where they literally first come out as the hottest.
Oh, that's so
so I walk over and stand just on that spot.
There you go. Why not?
Exactly.
Yeah. After you come in from
the cold.
Yeah.
Your cheeks are all rosy. You do feel good.
You do.
When you've been out for a good walk.
Yeah.
So get outside.
Yeah, give it a try.
That's our challenge. So
challenge.
we're challenging you this week to get outside and do a hike of some sort and let us know where you went and what you did and who you did it with in the comments below.
That'd be so fun.
We want to know. And we'll share too.
Yeah.
Because we'll do the challenge as well.
Yeah. So exciting.
Nice.
Cool.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us this week. Make sure you subscribe, because we want you to stick around and watch the next video in this series.
Yeah. And if either one of us resonates, just us individually, and you want to reach out separate, then you can do that too. You can comment below and ask us where to go, but we do have links that you can check us out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just know that the only thing that you have control over in life is yourself.
Exactly. So for the rest of this week, remember, be authentic, be empowered, and own it completely. Bye. Is it comfortable like that?
Yep.
Yeah. If I did that now at this age, and then I go to get up, it's like, oh, yeah. My husband and I are at that stage where we're like, you're getting old.
Darn that.
It's like,
Just
shut
stay
up.
in mind. My body will do what I tell it to do.
Exactly.
Okay. Ready, Skitty?
Sure.
Don't forget to connect with us on your favorite social media sites so you can share your whole healthcare woes, wins, and other shit you'd like to discuss with us.